Following his UFC 308 bout with Geoff NEAL, RDA suffered a torn ACL. He just announced this via Instagram. In the fight, Geoff NEAL was taking over, had knocked RDA down twice. It appeared that when RDA stepped backwards that he tore his ACL, planted incorrectly on his foot, tore his ACL, looked injured, fell over, was hurt. Now, what does this mean for his career? He's 40 years old now. Let's get into it. Let's see what RDA had to say via Instagram. Thank you all, my fight fans, for the support. Sorry I let you guys down. It definitely was not how I wanted to celebrate my 40th birthday. Nobody does. It was a tough loss. During my whole UFC career, it's only my second time being hospitalized after a fight, which makes me feel blessed. Obviously, that's fucking tremendous considering the guys that he's fought. It could have been worse. It's a tough game, MMA. Obviously hard on these guys' bodies. There's guys like Tony Ferguson, who just doesn't seem to be the same anymore. RDA is getting older, starting to fall apart here, as suggested by the ACL. It's time to heal up, enjoy the family. I'm not done yet, and I'll be back soon. God bless you all. I'll keep you guys updated on his stories. Thank goodness, because we do need to know what's going on here. Is he coming back? Is he not? We'll see. That's a discussion for another time, but here, just trying to get you that information, dropping it all for you, because this is a big deal. This guy's been around forever. Is this the end of RDA? That is the question. So, we're all absolutely gutted. This guy here, Jay Murray, Jay Talks Fighting, was getting picked apart, and then his knee just went pop. Let's see what happened here. Back on the replay. Boom. Gets hit by a Geoff NEAL punch, kind of steps awkwardly backwards, and just falls over, injured, saying his knee's gone. Geoff NEAL gets the win there. Let's watch it one more time. Kind of steps weird, kind of plants awkwardly, and it just goes, man. Sometimes that's how this stuff goes. Non-contact injuries, man. I just wanted to also just give the dude props, okay? Injury, yes, first and foremost. We're hoping this guy gets better as soon as possible. Maybe gets in the cage, fights in Brazil one more time, a retirement fight. Just let's move on. We don't want these guys fighting forever, okay? Gotta understand this. He made his UFC debut in November in 2008 at UFC 91. This dude, RDA, been around forever. Takes on Jeremy Stephens. For all the hardcores, I know you're gonna know a couple of these guys next, but what we want to talk about is all the monsters that he fought. So he took on Rob Emerson, Tyson Griffin, okay? 2010, move on. Clay Guida, still around in the UFC himself. Terry Edom, jacked muscle body guy. Kyle Bradley, might not know who that is. Gleison Tibau, if you don't know who this is, go look up his fight with Khabib. His fights with Islam Makhachev. This guy's been around a long time. Muscle-bound guy, shorter, stockier. Think of a Michael Chandler in stature, that type of guy. George Soteropoulos, yes, in 2011. Two legit guys, all-time names. Maybe not the best guys to ever fight, but legit dudes. Who else? Nobody really in 2012 that the, casual fans will know, but some solid fighters overall. Nobody really terrible. Then we have himself, the guy, Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Also, Evan Dunham, if you remember that name. Interesting character from back in the day, but Donald Cowboy Cerrone, definitely his biggest name right here in 2013. 2014, we move on. Nate Diaz. Yeah, the guy himself. Stockton bad boy himself. Then Benson Henderson, legend of the game. Lightweight legend Benson Henderson. Jason High, not as big of a prospect here, not the most well-known guy, but he took him on the undercard of a Benson Henderson fight night. Then took on Cowboy again. Cowboy now twice. Anthony Pettis, Benson Henderson, Gleison Tibau. You see what kind of resume this guy's building? 2016, Tony Ferguson, Eddie Alvarez was obviously going to be taking on Conor McGregor for the lightweight belt. That one fell apart because of another knee injury that RDA suffered. Tony Ferguson and Eddie Alvarez, Anthony Pettis, Benson Henderson. See what kind of resume we're building. See what I'm talking about. This guy has fought everybody. Moving up to welterweight. Robbie Lawler, the legend, the former champion himself. Neil Magny, sturdy veteran, hanging around forever. Tarek Safadine as well. Guy's been around for quite a long time. Not as well known probably to the casual audience nowadays, but back in the day, he was a tough out. 2018, took on Kamaru Usman, also former champion. Colby Covington, another former champion, back-to-back. 2019, Leon Edwards, former champion. Kevin Lee, former title contender. 2020, Paul Felder was scheduled to fight Islam Makhachev, didn't follow through on that one. Something happened there. I'm not remembering exactly what it was at the time. RDA then took on Michael Chiesa, another long-standing veteran, tough contestant. Paul Felder, guy's been in the top 10 of lightweight for a long time. Now he doesn't fight anymore, but back then he was a legit contender. 2022, Brian Barberena, do we know him now? Yes, but he's not at the cream of the crop. He's not at the tippy top of the division. Rafael Fiziev lost that one, but that guy is a top 10 contender at lightweight today. And of course, Moicano. Crazy fight there. Interesting fight there for sure. It was a bit of a snooze fest, but Moicano, we've seen what he's gone on to do since losing this fight. 2023, we move on. He did take on Vicente Luque. Lost that fight in the main event, but Vicente Luque, my goodness. And then he took on Jeff Neal, and earlier this year, Mateus Gamrot, a contested decision. Mateus Gamrot, top-ranked contender right now. Jeff Neal, top 10 welterweight. Vicente Luque, top 15 welterweight. Brian Barberena, not so much, but Rafael Fiziev, top 10 lightweight. Renato Moicano, top 10 lightweight. These are the guys now, not to mention all the guys that he took on from 2015. Cowboy, Anthony Pettis, Tony Ferguson, Eddie Alvarez, Robbie Lawler, Neil Magny. 2018, Usman and Covington, then Leon Edwards and Kevin Lee. Like, come on, this guy's fought everybody. He's got 5 wins by knockout, 11 by submission. This dude is one of the legends of the game. Did he ever reach the highest heights? Yes, he became champion. Was he ever the casual fans' favorite fighter? Was he ever the hardcore fan favorite fighter? Maybe, maybe not. But this guy's just been around. He's fought every single person you can think of in the lightweight and the welterweight divisions that are legends now. So we're wishing RDA all the best here. Good luck to him. Hopefully he recovers, gets back in there, maybe a retirement fight. I don't want to see him fight for too much longer. I just don't think he has the speed and the athleticism anymore. But it is what it is. So we're wishing RDA the best. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you want to see him back? Who do you want to see him back against in a year's time, in a year and a half's time? He's going to be 40, 41, 42 at that point. Wow. RDA suffering torn ACL. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below.